Hi guys, welcome in. So I'm getting that there are illusions ending. Now, I don't know what these illusions are, but we're going to ask Spirit and we're going to find out what you need to know for your highest and greatest good. All right, Spirit, what are these illusions that are ending for my collective? Okay, some type of illusions in the workspace. So it has to do with your boss or your coworker, or if you have some sort of relationship at work or something like that. Some type of illusions are ending. Yes. At work. Okay. What else, Spirit? That's interesting. I hope this isn't an end to your creative space or your creative zone. Let's hope that. Oh yeah, this is a double end. I was seeing the death card, and also this is cemetery here. So this is definitely an ending. Something at work. This could be the ending of your job, or just, again, I'm getting like a relationship or something to do with, could just be a project at work. It doesn't have to be like you're in a relationship with someone at work and that's ending, but anything to do with your workspace. So this is going to be something that is not for your highest good. So whatever is being taken away from you, it's something that Spirit doesn't want you to have, right? So this is a good ending for you. It might not feel that way at first. It might be like, you might be like, why is this ending? This sucks, but it's, it's for your greatest good. It's for your highest and greatest good. But yeah, this is definitely an ending we're talking about here. That is a confirmation. All right, Spirit, anything else? That doesn't feel like an actual loss of a person. You could have lost someone that you work with. If you did, my condolences, but it isn't what it feels like to me. It just feels like something that you've been working a really long time on that's ending, or you're trying to get out of a certain industry that you don't resonate with anymore, and your heart's not in it, or your soul's not in it, or maybe it's crushing your soul, like you just don't resonate with what you're doing anymore, and you really want to get out of that type of work. There is an ending coming for you, because we've got the Zoo card, because it's very chaotic for you. It just doesn't, it hurts your soul to show up every day, to do that type of work. It's, yeah, you don't resonate with it, and you've outgrown it. So Spirit is sending in an ending, because it's just not good for you anymore. When we outgrow a space and we stay there too long, a lot of times Spirit will come in and be like, hey, if you don't leave, I'm gonna make you leave. So yeah. All right, we do have the shopping mall card here. Shopping mall. This says variety of stores, a shopping center. So this is giving me, there are a variety of things that you would rather be doing than the job that you're doing now in your workspace. Yeah, that's giving me, with this creative zone in the shopping mall, it's giving me the feeling of you have so many different areas where you're creative. Like you could paint and do photography, and maybe you do like a travel vlog or something. There's just so many different things that you like to do, but it's like with the cubicles here. I dropped it, sorry. With the cubicles here, it's like you're stuck in these cubicles, and you're like, ugh, I can't stand to be in this job anymore. It's like they're putting you in a box, or you're in a straitjacket or something, and you can't breathe. And you would rather be doing so many other things, anything really. You'd rather be doing anything other than sitting in a cubicle, wasting your life away, doing a job that you don't resonate with anymore. So with this cemetery here and the zoo, Spirit's going to be putting an end to that. Yeah, because you're going home to yourself. You're going home to what you were meant to do, what your soul came here to do. Yeah, you're the key. So that's what's up with that. Okay, so that's the overall energy And this resonates with what I was feeling too. You've outgrown whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're working on right now. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. And there could be like the illusions that I was feeling, you know, the coming to the end with the illusions that you might be stuck in, or like, okay, well, I've been at this job for X amount of years, or you know, this job has good pay, it has good benefits, you know, why would I leave this job because of the pay and all this stuff? Well, you know, a lot of times money doesn't equal happiness, right? I mean, is it nice to have the money? Sure, but it's also, it's better to like have a purpose, to have creativity, to create something that you would be really proud of, you know? So you kind of have to weigh those two things, right? Do you want to be stuck in a cubicle forever doing something that drains your soul? Or do you want to, you know, be at the shopping mall going like, well, you know, I could paint, I could do a vlog, or I could, I don't know, be a sound healer, or be a yoga instructor, whatever it is that you want to do, collective, you know, whatever brings you home to you, whatever brings you home to your soul, what you were meant to do, right? What brings you joy and happiness, and what helps you feel at home. What helps you feel at home. Yeah. So that illusion of safety and stability, like, oh, I have to be at a 9-to-5 job, or I have to be at a corporation or something like that to live or to survive or to be stable. Those are just illusions. Like, so many people can make a living doing so many different things these days. It's not like you have to have a 9-to-5 corporate job anymore, you know, or work in retail, or you can do anything you want to do is the point here. That, and also Spirit is trying to tell you, you have outgrown this workspace. And if you keep yourself in these illusions and telling yourself, well, I have to stay here because I've been here for 10, 15, 20 years, or I have to stay here because the money is really good, or I have to stay here because of the benefits are really good. It's like, weigh the monetary stuff versus, is this good for your soul? Could you do a creative job and still make enough money to pay your bills and to live? That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You got to kind of like pros and cons it kind of thing. Okay. Let's get more here. All right, Spirit, can we get some more? Just trying to decide whether I want to go straight to the tarot or get some other, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to, here, I'm going to use this. My inner monologue is coming out. Okay. And this isn't going to resonate with everybody. Keep in mind that it is a general collective reading. If you guys want a personal reading, my website is in the description box. I would love to do one for you. It's real easy. It's don'tdimtofitin.com. So go check it out. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What else do we have here? What does the collective need to know? Yeah, I think one of the illusions that you might be keeping yourself stuck is that, you know, you can have freedom. This is the freedom card, another key. And look at this. This is the key, and this is the keyhole, right? So you have freedom to come home to yourself, collective. You don't have to stay in this job. I don't know if it's a corporate job. Again, this isn't going to resonate with all of you, but it is a job that you are not happy in. This is a job that you have outgrown completely. And it is a job that Spirit doesn't want you at this job anymore because it's not for your highest and greatest good. But you have in your mind somehow that you have to have this job for stability. You have to have this job because it's like you're so attached to this job. And Spirit's trying to tell you to let that go. I mean, obviously, don't make any like life-changing decisions based on a tarot reading, but you've got to let that go, like safely, to go after your creative space or whatever else it is that's going to really give you that freedom, give your soul freedom and what you truly want to do. And that could be a job in another industry, right? Like maybe you're going from insurance to like maybe you want to be a teacher or something like that. You've always wanted to be a teacher. So again, this is going to resonate for a lot of you, a lot of different ways. But look, we've got luck. Yeah, you're going to have luck. There's some of you that I'm really getting this stuckness to where you've got this illusion where you're stuck in this job, you're stuck in this career, and you're not stuck. You can go where you feel the most soul-led, where your soul is leading you to go. You're not stuck. Spirit is telling you you are not stuck. You can have freedom. Okay, what else, Spirit? Oh, alchemy. Yeah, alchemy. You are the alchemist. Yeah, you always have a choice. You can do this. You can take well, first of all, you can manifest it. You can take the actions to safely go to another industry or to go from being corporate world to being a creator in some way, or an artist, or whatever it is you want to do. Alchemize it. Yeah, it's going to take courage, for sure. But you have the courage. You do, especially if you're here at this channel. You got lots of courage. Yeah. And you're into alchemy too. So I know that you're picking up what I'm putting down here. What Spirit's trying to tell you. All right, let's get one more, please. You have the key to your own freedom. You do. What's going to bring you peace and what's going to make you happy? Life is too short to be stuck in a job that you hate, a job where you have no purpose except to get a paycheck. Yeah, strength. You have the courage and the strength to do this, collective. You do. Absolutely. Yeah. Light. Use your light. Use your magic. And take action. Take actual action to do this. That's part of it. That is part of it. Okay. All right, let's go with the tarot. Okay, Spirit. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Time to drop the burdens. This job is weighing you down. This career, it is killing you. It is weighing you down big time. I'm getting that 10 of Wands is like soul crushing. Like going to your workspace is heavy, like really, really heavy on you. You're anxious. Okay, what else, Spirit? Spirit's going to put an end to it. I don't know how, but either there's going to be a tower or something, or Spirit's going to encourage you to somehow put an end to it. With this cemetery card. We've got cemetery and courage. Tell me more, Spirit. What else? What else? Yeah, we've got the King of Pentacles reversed. So a lot of you are worried about money. You're worried about money and abundance. So, which I can understand that, right? You're worried about stability, to being unstable because of the money that you're making now. What if you could make more money somewhere else? What if you could make more money and have more happiness with your own business? What if you could have all of those things and leave this crappy position that's killing your soul, this career that's killing your, that's killing you on a daily basis, literally killing you with stress and anxiety, and it's so heavy and it's not what you're being soul led to do. What if you could leave that and still have stability? Still have happiness and peace and fulfillment and purpose somewhere else. Spirit saying that you can. Fear is keeping you in one spot. So it's not like you're just like, okay, I'm just going to quit my job and go somewhere else. No, that's not the way to do it, right? But you put your resume out there, or you slowly build your business. You slowly do one step at a time, right? And then you leave this position that is really killing your soul. And then you can move on, but you have to break out of the illusion that it's not possible, because it is possible. It is. This fear of lack, this fear of losing something that you don't even like, has to go, collective. It has to go. Fear is holding you back. All right, tell me more about this alchemy. It's chaotic where you are. It's very chaotic. Chaotic and it's full of drama. Coworkers be talking behind your back. Your managers are just micromanaging you and not being respectful. All right, what's this alchemy? You probably find you can get paid somewhere else too. Yeah, it's like you're in denial. It's like you're in denial. You never know if you don't take a chance, right? You never know if you don't look somewhere else. Yeah, look, we've got the moon and the Three of Wands. It's like you can't see your future because you're blind to it. You've got the blindfold on and you're like, it's almost like you're frozen, right? With the Two of Swords. It's kind of like, you're like, I don't want to make a decision, so I'm not going to make a decision. I'm just going to stay where I am. But not making a decision is a decision. It's a decision not to move. And you're not moving out of fear, so that's just keeping you stuck. That is just keeping you stuck. That's a statement. It's keeping you stuck. So Spirit wants you to really think about what it is that you want, because you're absolutely not happy where you're at. The cards don't lie. You're not happy. You have the strength and the courage to do this. You're an alchemist. You're a magician. You can do this. But you're too scared to move. You're too scared to move. Spirit says you have opportunities. You do. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is Spirit saying, look, if you'll just trust me, if you just make a move, I can show you there's so much more out there. Look at that. Ah. Not only this, but this is what I pulled for. We've got Ace of Pentacles, freedom, and home. Look at that. This is what Spirit wants you to see. Ace of Pentacles, freedom, and home. Don't you want the freedom to come home to yourself? To do what you were always meant to do? Your purpose? Why you're here on this planet? I feel like I'm talking to a lot of starseeds. Yeah. This is what you're not seeing right here. This is you, and this is what you're not seeing. If you just take the blindfold off, this is what you have. Freedom, Ace of Pentacles, opportunities, good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. So I'm going to get some advice from Spirit, and then we'll get, I'm feeling an ancestor card, and then we'll close it out. Yeah, it's pros and cons. If you're into pros and cons lists. It feels like fear is holding you back, though. You're absolutely not going to know if you don't take a chance. If you just stay there with the blindfolds on, you're not going to know. You're not going to see that Ace of Pentacles. You're not going to have freedom. You're just going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in that cubicle. Okay, what is the advice for the collective, Spirit? What is the advice? Yes, thank you. Look at this. This is stability. Four of Wands. Spirit wants you to go towards stability. Four of Wands, not the Ten of Wands. Spirit wants you to drop the burdens. Go towards happiness. Lighten your load. What else, Spirit? Let's get some more, please. Okay. Yeah, so this is really important, right? So it's important to be stable, right? To be happy. But the Knight of Swords is in reverse, and we've got the Hermit. Equally important to not make any sudden moves. Don't just up and leave your job, right? Or your career. It's important to go within. Really think about this. What's going to be the best for you, for your family, for you and your dog, like whatever it is, whatever your family consists of. But really, really think about what is the best thing going to be for your stability, for your long-term stability. Don't make any rash decisions, but really, really think about it. You could also be a Virgo, but really, really think about what is it that you want, okay? Do you want to stay where you are? From what's on my table right now, you're miserable. You don't. It's killing your soul, okay? However, if you want to make a move, make sure that you're doing it smart. Just be smart about it, right? Don't make rash decisions. Make a plan. Make moves like a little bit at a time. Make sure that you have everything set up to where you are stable before you move jobs, right? Before you move industries, before you leave your corporate job to be a creator, any of those examples. Just using examples, okay? Yeah, that is Spirit's advice, and that's so important. That's so important, yeah. Whatever you decide to do, though, you are going to be successful. You're going to be abundant. This is the King of Pentacles, okay? Just make the smart moves, think about it, go within, trust your intuition, go to Spirit. Take your time, okay? That Hermit energy is very important for you to take that time to really think about it. Really think about it, okay? But you always have a choice. This stuff about like, oh, no, I can't leave my job because I have, like 18 years in. And I'm saying that because I've said that to myself before. No, I have 18 years with this corporate, whatever, ABC Corporation, but you hate it there. It's killing your soul. Yeah. Trust me, I know all about it. So, yeah. I like the pros and cons list. But, if you have whatever your method is, think about it. And, just start taking the actions. Got to get out of that Two of Swords energy. The blindfold, the not making a decision, the standing in fear. You've got to get out of that energy. All right, ancestors. What advice do you have? What advice do you have? You deserve to be in a position that makes you happy. If you've always wanted to be a nurse, or if you've always wanted to be a teacher, or if you want to go to the moon, I mean, do that. You don't have to sit in a cubicle because you make a certain salary. I mean, no, you have a choice. Okay, ancestors. What would you like the collective to know? Closing energy, please. Closing energy, please. Closing energy. Okay. We have Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Yes. So, I love this card. It's beautiful. So this is, to me, this is sort of like breaking generational curses. Not curses, but generational patterns. My grandma was let's just say lawyer, or I don't know, whatever it is, we'll just go with lawyer, or seamstress, or coal miner, or whatever it was. Like, there's a certain job that your grandmother did, and then so your mom did it, and then so you're doing it, and then ideally your kids will do it, or whatever. That's we're breaking that. No. We're not doing that. We're not going from generation to generation to generation. Like, they did that in the past because there were like farmers, and it's just a lot easier to do that. And I don't know if it was because there wasn't like a lot of jobs and stuff, or just a lot of freedom, the freedom to choose like that we have now. I'm sure because of laws and all the things and stuff, which I don't want to talk about right now. I don't want to get into like politics and all that stuff, but you have a choice, right? Like, we don't have to follow what our parents did. We don't have to follow what our grandparents did or our great grandparents did. I mean, unless you want to, but that's your choice still, right? So, if you're mom and your grandma or your dad and your grandpa, they're all lawyers, and you want to go be a dancer, go be a dancer. You don't have to be a lawyer. There are no rules that says that you have to follow what your family does. Okay, you are an individual, and whatever your soul is telling you, whatever you are being called to do, you go do it. Okay. And that's what your ancestors are telling you, okay? You don't have to follow ancestral patterns. You don't. We're moving beyond that. I mean, your ancestors are watching you and they're very proud of you. And they're like, hey, you have a lot more choices than we did back there. You can do a lot more cool stuff than we ever could. So they're cheering you on. They want you to go do everything that you've ever wanted to do. Yeah. So you want to be a flight attendant and travel the world? Go do that. You don't have to just do something because someone told you to do it. I don't care if they're your mom, your dad, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife. It doesn't matter. You do what you want to do, what you're being called to do. That's what's up. That's what Spirit's telling you. And your ancestors, might I add. Okay. Yeah, this says arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Yeah. Protect your space, protect your energy. Obsidian, sage, candles, prayer, whatever it is that you do to protect your energy, do that. All right, that was your message. I hope that it was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. And I will see you in the next video.